Mizzy World Entertainment is back to present episode 7 of Mad Mizzy Sports NBA, hosted by yours truly and my big bro Raw Dog. What's the deal, bro?
Episode 7.
Episode 7, bro. You dig what I'm saying? Let's get it popping. You know what I'm saying? But to start it off, let's start off with the off the court news, and let's start off with probably your biggest off the court news. Lead us into the Mark Jackson. Your topic on Mark Jackson.
Obviously, I think he's a great coach.
Mm-hmm.
A great commentator.
Superb commentator.
I mean, like,
Mama, there goes that man again.
That chemistry is crazy. If I'm Mark Jackson, I'm not taking the Lakers job.
Right.
I feel like it's tainted.
Yep.
I feel like you would never be the head coach in Los Angeles as long as LeBron James is there.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron James will be the head coach.
Yep.
You got
and the GM.
As much as Westbrook is a fantastic player.
Hall of Famer. First ballot.
First ballot Hall of Famer without question. But stubborn in his own right. He's going to play his way, and that's it.
Yep.
Anthony Davis, injury prone.
Yep.
I feel like when you take that,
LeBron James, be in his 20th year, 19th year, if he take it.
I feel like when you take that job, it's just a countdown on you losing that job.
Yep.
Simple as that.
And that's been the rapport with every coach that you can name that's been with LeBron James, and I completely agree with my big bro Raw. Like, nobody has ever gotten the credit that they deserve when coaching LeBron James. Tyronn Lue has proven to be a great head coach without LeBron James. Eric Spoelstra has proven to be a great head coach without LeBron James. David Blatt won 5 international championships before he came to the Cavs, and Bron ain't want to run none of the plays he brought over. Like, I'm not taking the job. I agree with my big bro Raw. For one, the biggest thing to me, I think Mark Jackson is a person that builds from the inside up. Like he's going to lay the foundation, then he's going to build them up. They're too old for him to build a foundation. They need to get him when they got they're in rebuild mode. I think they would have been good if they got him when they had Julius Randle, Brandon Ingram, and Kyle Kuzma.
And not just that. If you know anything about Mark Jackson, he's not going to lay down. You're going to play his way, or you're not going to play
at all. Exactly.
He'll sit anybody.
That starting 5 would be, you know what I'm saying, what's the white boy name? THT. You feel what I'm saying? Taylor Horton Tucker. You know what I'm saying? And a bunch of dudes that's just going to play the way that Mark Jackson want to play because that's what he believes.
Monk will be playing the way they're going to.
Yeah, Malik. I like Malik Monk. You know what I'm saying? I think that was a good pickup, but you got to think about even what he went through, taking that Lakers job and saying, I want to play with LeBron James. I want to play with these great players, and he didn't make the playoffs, bro.
Not even the guy.
And to sit here, and he's sitting there watching Russell Westbrook say, yeah, I got kids at home. We all got family and kids at home. Like, it was almost like he signed up for something that he didn't know what he was getting himself into, in my opinion. You dig what I'm saying? And I think Mark Jackson would be doing the same thing if he were to take that head coaching job. So for me, I don't think he's going to take it either. Move us into the next one, man. Or I'll move us into the next one. So let's talk about the return or the teasing return of Ben Simmons. Do you think he's going to play? What do you think if he does return? And do you think this could shift the power of, well, not shift it because the Nets are favored in Las Vegas right now. So do you think that'll add even more to them being favored?
I don't think that he's going to have that much of an impact. I think that his issue with trying to prove everybody wrong is going to be so much pressure. He's putting pressure on himself more than anybody else is.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I feel
like as soon as if he missed one layup, he missed one jump shot, it's going to be in his head because he put too much on it.
I think that his mindset is I don't prove all these people wrong.
Mm-hmm.
When your mindset should be, I'm just go out here and play the game that I play.
Yep. The way I play it.
Nobody's asking you to score 20 points a game.
Mm-hmm.
People asking you to put in the effort.
Yep.
People asking you to not be scared when your number called.
Yep.
People asking you to not pass the ball when you got a wide open fucking layup.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And my biggest concern is if you couldn't handle the crowd in Philly,
right,
you're going to New York. They're not that much better.
They're worse. They're worse.
Exactly. So
they're worse if you ask me.
So, I mean, I don't feel like it's going to be that much of an impact. I think he's going to come back.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think it's going to make that much of an impact.
Do you think they've seen this coming for a while? Do you think they were getting him prepared to return for the playoffs? He's so
sketchy. I don't think you ever know what Ben Simmons is going to do. I don't think nobody ever understand what he's going to do. Like,
right. I do think he's super introverted, like to the point where it's like you said, you never know what he's thinking, you never know what he's going through, you never know what's going on with him. You get what I'm saying? That's why it was such a disconnect with him, Philadelphia, and the Sixers organization in general. But for me, I think he's going to play. You don't tease nothing like that and then not play because then he's going to get dragged through the mud again if you don't play. But I think it's terrible, man. I think it's a terrible idea to start him, bringing him against the the number one defense in the league since January.
Right.
Now, I know they don't have Robert Williams and all that, but he's going to go up against Al Horford. Al Horford, who practiced against him. He knows his strengths. He knows his weaknesses.
Absolutely.
He's going to be going up against the Bull Tice that they just got back. So, to just throw him back in there and it seems like it was like a thing like, I feel like if Robert Williams was healthy for the Celtics, they wouldn't have brought Ben Simmons back. I think it's almost a thing like, all right, well, they missing a super rim protector. This would be good to bring Ben back. So, I don't think it's going to go well, and I think it was a stupid idea. I think if the Nets didn't know, they should have told Ben, get ready for next year because you didn't play no regular season minutes.
Would you have set him until next year?
Yes.
Okay.
If I'm the Nets organization, because for one, I don't want you to come back, fail, KD digging your ass, and then you come back next year and then you don't want to play with us.
Exactly. Now we got to switch somewhere else. The same saga over and over again.
Exactly.
That you're crying for the $20 million that you lost out in Philly.
Exactly.
That you didn't earn.
That you didn't play for.
Exactly.
So, I mean, at the end of the day, for me, Ben, if he play, he better be ready, man. Because I feel like the organization, not just Ben himself, the Brooklyn Nets organization is taking a leap right now by sending him out there and putting him on the floor.
Talking about, was it an overhyped reaction?
Talking about overhyped.
From Pat Bev.
Uh-huh.
So, in my opinion, they did too much. You didn't win a fucking championship.
Didn't win a championship.
I mean, like, you're standing on fucking scoring tables.
My man cried harder than anybody I've seen win a championship,
when I watch
bro.
his Instagram, I watch your reaction. Your reaction is more so of a hurt female. Like, you getting back at your boyfriend. Like, you know what I'm saying? What do you say? Fuck the Clippers. Or what do you say? Weak-ass Clippers. Dude, you just played for them.
Right.
It's like
you was just going hard for them, like, less than a year ago.
What are you mad about?
Less than a year ago. Less than 12 months ago.
If I'm not mistaken, didn't he sign with Minnesota? Like, it wasn't like he got cut.
Right. I mean, he might be having feelings because maybe they didn't, like, LA didn't offer him as much as Minnesota did, right. So maybe it's like almost a thing like y'all didn't value as much as another team did.
Bro, get over it.
Facts.
But you want their weak ass Clippers. So, bro, like, y'all didn't win anything. That was an overhyped celebration, in my opinion.
Definitely overhyped, man. It was comical how happy they were to win a play-in game. Y'all got an opportunity to play in the playoffs. That's it.
It was given to you. To go opportunity to win. Because you didn't do enough
in the regular season
to get in the playoffs. Asshole.
Because you wasn't good enough.
You wasn't good enough. You didn't
like, to me, my man threw the ball in the air with the second still left. That was almost like a championship win. Like, you know, with game 6, you know what I'm saying? When it's an elimination game and it's ticking down, that's what people do. They throw the ball all the way in the air. Then you got motherfucking cat kissing his girl all hugged up. It was real life. Like, they should have dropped confetti, bro. To me, that was almost like when the Knicks did drop confetti when they won the first round series when Melo came there. Like, what was that, 10 years ago, something like that? So, to me, it was just overhyped, and it proves how much I feel like they didn't have belief in themselves to even come in and win that game to say all that.
And then
you
not
get
only
what I'm
that,
saying?
you got to watch for your next opponent.
Yeah.
Because it's almost disrespectful.
Right.
So to speak. It's almost disrespectful.
Exactly. I mean, at the end of the day, y'all got the 7th seed. Y'all going up against a Memphis team. Ja and them, they last game, they smacked the last team they just played when Ja came back. So, hey, listen, y'all talking. And then my thing is, I would be even more excited if, like, maybe it was an elimination game. The Clippers can still get in the playoffs.
Dumbass. Not only that, they still mad at you from last time when y'all won. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't dancing today. They waiting for y'all.
They waiting
for y'all. Y'all ain't doing no team dancing today. This is, again, Pat Bev running his mouth.
Yep.
Like always.
That's all he do, man, is run his mouth when really he's just an energy dude. You dig what I'm saying? It's like, he's definitely, at least he's active. You know what I'm saying? Because he's like that sideline person that just chirp, and it'd be like, bro, come on the field, come on the court.
He's like another Draymond with less talent.
Yes, that's
way less talent. Draymond's talented.
Exactly, hella talented. Exactly, and I completely agree with that. That was just, I mean, that was pitiful, bro. That, to me, he should be ashamed, bro. This man had snot bubbles coming out his nose. He was crying so hard, like he just had his first child after trying for 20 years, bro.
And you ain't won shit.
You won a game.
Besides the opportunity to lose again.
Exactly.
What you're going to be? If and when
how many games? They get in the game? I'm not gonna lie. Because they pushed it to 2-2. They might get 2 games.
I think they're going down 4-2.
Yeah, I think they're gonna get it. I think it's gonna be a good series, good 6-game series.
Friday, I think. Well, either way, I got
Well,
Yo,
yeah,
man,
tomorrow night's games.
bro, you know what? I'm gonna go on a limb. I'm gonna go with the Cavs, man.
You gonna go with the
I'm gonna
Cavs?
go with the Cavs, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna go on a limb. I'm gonna go with the Cavs, man.
Oh, I mean, that's a limb, I guess. I guess because everybody is talking like the Hawks already in the playoffs and all that. Like they don't even have to play a second game to get in. So I am gonna go with the Hawks. I think Ice Trae gonna show up, play a lot better than he did in the first game, and I think the Hornets were a tougher opponent at that time. Well, I ain't gonna say that because the Cavs is nice. Really, we be underestimating the Cavs, and I like the kid Garland. He be balling, bro.
He's fucking nice.
He be balling. And he play like a street baller. Like when he be like he almost like Kyrie with his layup packages. You know, ain't nobody Kyrie, but he up there with his finishes. You dig what I'm saying? I like him. So I'm gonna go with the Hawks though. I'm gonna still rock with the Hawks. I like Clint Capella. I think they rounded into form, and I do believe that they're gonna rely on the experience that they garnered last year in their deep playoff run. So give me the Hawks in that game. Let's shift the gear. What's the other game tomorrow? That's the Clippers and the Pelicans. Who you got in that one?
I think the Clippers go down, man.
Oh!
I think the Clippers go down, bro.
He said they ain't shit.
And I'm gonna be honest with you.
Uh-huh.
I would love for them to win
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like Pat Beverly learned a lesson.
Right.
But I feel like New Orleans fuck around and beat them, man. That's why
I feel like
I want to go with what's not popular. I feel like I want to go with New
you
Orleans.
want to go the underdogs.
Yeah, I'm going.
You rocking with the underdogs. I can dig that. I'm gonna say this, man. The Clippers better win, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all better win because, I mean, I feel like they still have a shot to make some noise. They just got to get more consistent. I mean, I'm going with the Clippers, man. I ain't even going to go into any more depth. They should have won the initial game, but I think I don't know, man. I feel like that the fact that they don't have the extra length out there, like they look small to me. You get what I'm saying? Like they look super small to me. They get pounded on the inside, so it's going to be hard, especially if Brandon Ingram gets in his groove. But I think Paul George, playoff P, not pandemic P, is going to show up, play well again, and pull it out. They're going to find a way. I think they're the more talented team, so I'm going to lean towards the more talented team in that one. Although I'm going to say the Pelicans are scary. But let's get into our predictions, bro. So let's start off with the 1 versus 8 seed. We predicted who we think is going to win. So do you give any play-in team a chance to beat a 1 seed?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not?
Nah.
Yeah, I would agree. I would say the best, not even the best shot. I think the more competitive series or the more entertaining series will probably be the Clippers versus Suns since they have a little history, recent history. Mm-hmm. But I could still see them losing in 4 or 5, just very close 4 or 5 games. You get what I'm saying? So I completely agree with that. So let's move past that one. Let's move into the number 2 one. Who we got? They locked in. So we got Minnesota versus Memphis, and then we got Celtics versus the Brooklyn Nets. Let's start off with your Nets.
Let's start off with my Nets.
Let's start off with your Nets.
Listen, they not my Brooklyn Nets, but I think the Celtics going to beat them, man.
How many games?
I think it goes 7.
Ooh!
I think it goes 7.
I see gentleman sweep.
Whoa!
I see gentleman sweep, bro. I think it's going to be too much for KD and Kyrie to play great for them to beat in the game, bro.
Gentleman sweep.
Yes, bro. I think the Celtics are too deep. I think their defense is too structured. And I think they feel disrespect. Bro, they're underdogs as the 2 seed, bro.
Yeah, I know. That's sad, man.
As the 2 seed, bro. They has the best record in the NBA since January, bro. Like, you remember when I first asked you about the Boston Celtics, I'm like, yo, they've been getting on the streak. You're like, yeah, but they've been keeping this shit going since then, bro. I think they're going to come out with something to prove. I think they're going to finish it strong, and I think they're going to dominate the Brooklyn Nets. I feel like KD's going to get his. I feel like Kyrie is going to have a few good games, but I think he's going to get in his head in a couple games, or Marcus Smart's going to make it tough. You feel what I'm saying? And I think that Jaylen Brown, Jayson Tatum are just in their bag, and they're going to prove something. Not on some, we built a super team. No, we shouldn't have split up. Where we got Kyrie out of here, who stunted our growth. Right. Then we got Kemba out of here, who stunted our growth, and now it's all on us. And I think they're going to take onus of that, bro. And I think the Eastern Conference in general better watch out for that team, bro. Better watch out for that team.
I've always felt like Boston had what it takes. Period.
Right.
So we'll see.
We'll definitely see. We'll definitely see. Let's move into, what's that, the 3 seeds? So at the 3 seeds, we got Milwaukee versus Chicago. 3 versus 6.
I'm going Milwaukee. That's obvious. I'm not even fucking thinking of Chicago.
Yeah.
I ain't that much underdog in the world. I'm sorry.
How many games?
Sweep.
Sweep?
They're going to sweep them.
Yeah, I see maybe DeRozan and Zach maybe getting one. I'm going to say gentleman sweep again. At 3, let's talk about it. Golden State versus Denver.
Golden State.
Of
I got a
course.
sweeping.
Sweeping?
I got a sweeping.
I ain't going to say a sweep. I'm going to say Golden State in 6. I'm going to say Golden State in 6 because I feel like Steph got to come back. He got to get this groove. I think after like game 3, you're going to see that Warriors team from a few years ago. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see that old school Warriors team. You dig what I'm saying? Let's move to the 4-5 matchup. Dallas versus Utah on the West Coast.
I'm going to take Dallas.
Ooh.
Dallas, man.
So I'm going to ask you this. Is there something against Spider-Man? Is there something against Mitchell Spidey?
He haven't been Spider-Man. He's been fucking routed with
He been Donovan Mitchell.
He's been recording his own web. This motherfucking cat.
He been Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah,
Fuck you talking about.
I just don't.
Nah.
I don't got them beating Dallas. Sorry. Spidey my nigga, but I ain't going that.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think he's shown flashes in the playoffs. He's definitely done had some great series, but I think this Dallas team has been on a tear lately, man. And I felt like they were one of the teams that are scary in the West Coast, especially seeing as they taking more responsibility on the defensive end. So look out for Dallas. I'm gonna take Dallas as well. How many games you got it going? I'm gonna say this game. I'm gonna say this series might go 7. I'm gonna say that series might go 7.
I got 6.
You got 6? I was leaning towards that one, but I ain't gonna keep saying 6s and 5s. I ain't gonna keep saying that. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to the last first round playoff series before we get out of here. Philadelphia versus Toronto.
I got Philly in a sweep. 4-0.
4-0.
Nothing. Get out of here.
Get out of here. So I agree, man. I think Embiid is going to be too much size. They dominated the Toronto Raptors throughout the season. They're going to continue it in the playoffs. Moving forward, who's your biggest, like, aside from, we know who our favorites are. I'm still Bucks. Warriors, you're still Miami Warriors. What's the secondary matchup that you would be like, all right, like I didn't call it, but I'm not surprised either.
Bucks in that Phoenix.
Oh, ooh, damn. Yeah, I can see that, John. I'm gonna say Miami Phoenix because Miami play as a team. Miami, like Raw was saying as we were discussing off camera, is just they got that comfortability to go out there and just ball. They don't have no expectations. They don't got to answer questions aside from the bull job. Ain't nobody like they about to run through the East.
That's disrespectful to not be brought up at all.
Yeah, as a number 1 seed, the best team all year in the Eastern Conference. But I feel as though the reason they're not brought up is because when you mention other players or other teams, is Jimmy Butler up there with Giannis? Is Jimmy Butler up there with Middleton?
He definitely up there with Giannis.
So is Jimmy Butler up there with Jayson Tatum? Is Jimmy Butler up there with Jaylen Brown? He's probably better than Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown, not Tatum.
No.
Yeah,
So I think that's why a lot of people, because in basketball, the better player most of the time beats the better team.
Yeah.
You feel in basketball, that's just what it is because you can affect so much of the game as the best player on the floor. You play offense and defense. You don't come off the court
at all.
You feel what I'm saying? So I think that's a little bit wild, but for me, yeah, I would definitely say Miami versus Phoenix because you got to think about even just 2 years ago, Miami was that team that lost to the Lakers in the bubble. So Miami is a team that they know how to win in high pressure, high leverage situations, and like we already stated, no pressure as the number 1 seed. That sounds sweet to me. You dig what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But y'all know what it is, man. This is episode 7, Mad Mizzy Sports NBA, featuring myself, Mizzy World ENT, and my big bro, Raw 810. Y'all know I'm gonna put it on the gram and everything. Follow us everywhere. Y'all know what it is, man. Like, subscribe, share, listen, gang.